Top 10 Job Simulator Games. No matter if you love your job or not, you probably have those days when you wonder what it would be like doing something completely different for a living. Thankfully, simulator games allow you to give new careers a shot without quitting your real job. For today's list, we have compiled 10 of our favorite job simulators. Some of them are realistic to a fault, and some are a little more lighthearted. But all of them can bring you tons of fun and satisfaction. Without further ado, let's dive in. Number 10. VISCERA Cleanup Detail. They never clean up after themselves. VISCERA Cleanup Detail places the player in the role of a space station janitor who has to return the facility to order after it has been spray painted with blood and sprinkled with guts and probably glory. Grab your space mop, sweep your space broom, and get rid of all the troublesome leftovers after the brave Space Marines have dealt with whatever disaster took place here. Although VISCERA Cleanup Detail won't let you kill anyone, you may want to anyway after another round of wiping alien blood from walls and ceilings. As a bonus, you'll likely experience a newfound appreciation for people keeping your surroundings clear. And stop laughing at his mop. It's very realistically flopping about. Number 9. SPINTIRES and SPINTIRES MUDRUNNER. Unlike most driving simulators, SPINTIRES won't have you driving around highways and busy roads. Instead, it takes you into wild and untamed landscapes. Your mission is to deliver lumber logged in Siberia, and the only way you can do it is by driving your all-terrain vehicle through mud, rivers, and other obstacles, using a map and a compass for navigation. If you want to see what driving in truly extreme conditions feels like, this is the simulator for you. The game's robust modding community means that there's no lack of new content. But if you also want to receive updates from the developer, make sure to get SPINTIRES MUDRUNNER, as the original SPINTIRES is no longer supported. Number 8. Surgeon Simulator. Surgeon Simulator is not and should not be used as a training simulator, and completing the game doesn't make you a qualified surgeon despite what the game claims. Surgeon Simulator is very clearly a joke game instead of a serious rendition of what a surgeon's job looks like, but it still stands out thanks to its deliberately absurd control scheme involving individual control of each finger and the silliness happening every time the player even tries to do something precise. The game is almost prohibitively hard, but unlike real surgeons' work, it's also funny enough to make it thoroughly enjoyable even as your patient bleeds to death. Number 7. PC Building Simulator. Building a PC setup while playing a PC game on your PC you have built on your own? Sure, why not? And it's much more fun than it may sound. Plus, thanks to cooperation with real-life hardware companies, the components you can use in PC Building Simulator are based on real models. Thanks to this, the game is both engaging and educational, allowing you to learn something for the future when you actually need to build your own setup. Number 6. This is the Police. The real police work isn't very similar to the exciting image presented to us by the movies. There's paperwork to be done, there are directives from the city hall, there are difficult choices. This is the Police is a time management simulator which captures it well, putting you in the shoes of Jack Boyd, a police chief forced to retire within 6 months. What's left for you to do is make $500,000 during this time and keep managing the precinct to the best of your ability. Can you maintain a high number of cases solved despite losing allies and officers under your command clashing over their political views? There isn't much glory in This is the Police, overshadowed by the backstage manipulation and hard decisions necessary to keep the crime low and the precinct functional. Number 5. The Hunter, Call of the Wild. The Hunter, Call of the Wild, can appeal to both passionate hunters who want to relive their hunting adventures in the comfort of their own home, as well as to people who don't actually want to shoot animals, but would like to see what field sports are all about. Don't go in expecting to mow down deer and honey badgers in an explosion-packed action sequence. Just like in real life, stalking your prey in the game is quite slow-paced and surprisingly relaxing. After all, tracking takes time, and you have to be careful not to spook the animals you pursue. And in a game that includes wind mechanics which allow them to sniff out your scent if they stand downwind from you, it's very easy to do just that. The attention to detail in the expansive world of the Hunter makes it incredibly immersive. Changing weather conditions, day and night cycles, complex behavior of animals, and accurate ballistics all create a thoroughly realistic depiction of hunting. Number 4. Microsoft Flight Simulator X. Despite its age, Microsoft Flight Simulator remains one of the most realistic flight simulators out there, and is actually used by aviation students for practice. The game allows you to fly a variety of planes and helicopters in multiple types of missions, from free flight to search and rescue, with changing weather conditions and other complications on the harder levels. With almost 24,000 airports available, it includes every airport in the world, and if a newer one is missing, that's nothing a mod or an add-on can't change. The choice of aircrafts can also be expanded according to your needs and preferences, though the base game already offers a nice variety. What makes Microsoft Flight Simulator X even more compelling is the multiplayer mode, which allows you to choose the role of a pilot, a co-pilot, or even an air traffic controller, and join other players in an even more complex situation. Or, if you prefer, you can also race against your friends. Number 3. Car Mechanic Simulator. Do you consider yourself skilled in car repair? This game will put your skills to the test. Car Mechanic Simulator gives you control over a well-equipped car repair workshop and a wide gallery of various cars that need maintenance. It allows you to play with all the parts of a car, ranging from engines to body elements in a complex simulation. The systems even allow the players to build their own virtual car from the ground up, picking and customizing virtually every essential detail. If you aren't well versed in its subject matter, this game is complex enough to be a way to learn your way around car repairs. Who knows, it might come in handy someday, and you don't even have to wipe the grease off of your clothes. Number 2. Euro Truck Simulator 2. Do you want to run your own multinational logistics company with a fleet of hundreds of trucks and as many drivers on your payroll? Not so fast, son! Before you can afford your own truck, you will have to prove yourself as a truck driver, taking various shipping jobs throughout Europe. The driving itself is surprisingly relaxing. You will find yourself coursing through European highways and cities, listening to the local radio stations. Unlike most driving games, this one actually makes you obey the traffic laws, and your bank account will shrink noticeably if you break the speed limits too often. You will also have to take care to manage your time behind the wheel, otherwise your driver might fall asleep and cause an accident, or your truck may run out of fuel if you don't plan ahead for a gas stop. The satisfaction of finishing a job, and the progression from a regular driver to the owner of an international shipping firm is immense. Number 1. Kerbal Space Program. Some would say that there's little glory to being an astrophysicist, but every monumental launch of a space shuttle is testament to the knowledge and skill of these people, and the engineers who turn blueprints and goals into reality. On the other hand, sometimes everything goes down in flames and you watch as your Kerbals scream comically when the shuttle burn in re-entry. Kerbal Space Program simulates the best aspects of being the heads of aviation and space exploration research department, and it allows the players to design their own craft and watch it either soar or reignite a romance with gravity. It also doubles as a surprisingly good educational game, so double win! So, what did you think about our list? Do you see a simulator you want to try yourself? Or maybe we forgot about your favorite one? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for a regular dose of gaming inspiration.